everybody, it's Claire Nicole of She's Crafty Too, and I'm so excited to have all of you guys. Y'all have been anticipating this week just as much as I have, and all my friends in the wreath industry that I've been collaborating with on this big project. So I wanted to introduce y'all to my friend, Terri Marshall of Mill and Dill Designs, and she's actually one of the collaborators. And if y'all recognize her smile and her red lipstick, I think I posted a sneak peek picture for y'all to take a guess. And Terri, I have to apologize because I did tell Terri we both got to wear our red lipstick today. And I'm not wearing it. I totally went with a different outfit and I totally forgot. But I'll have my red lipstick on next time, Terri.
That's okay.
I wanted everybody to just say hello to Terri. I'm going to go ahead and plug in her link. Let me see if I can plug it in now really quick. It's Mill and Dill Designs /Facebook, right? Let me go ahead and type that in here. That way it's already on there and y'all can go check her out afterwards. Mill and Dill
Design. All one word.
Yeah. The D and the, hopefully I spelled it correctly. If not, I'll go back and fix it. Okay, Terri. So, oh my gosh. So today is considered Magic Monday.
Yes.
Yes. We've all been stressing out, ready to let this out. And today is the day. And I know a lot of people have been excited. So I wanted to bring you on my page and kind of do an interview with you so that people can get to know you, because not a lot of people know each of us, you know, some of your followers might not know me and vice versa. So I want people to get to know you. And if y'all see Terri's centerpiece in the background, y'all going to learn how to make that. Okay. So again, if you're just joining, this is Terri Marshall of Mill and Dill Designs out of Louisiana. So Terri, let us know where the name comes from.
Well, the name is actually mother-in-law, which is the mill, and that's me. And then the daughter-in-law is the Dill, D-I-L. So we're mother-in-law and daughter-in-law designs. And I have 3 daughter-in-laws, but really one that's just more inclined to do the floral. So she's the one I'm in business with. That's where the name came from.
And that is Olga, right?
Olga, she's from Russia originally.
Russia, and she has a background actually in floral design and all of that as well, right?
Yeah. So when she married my son and moved from California to Shreveport, I was like, oh my gosh, and she's a floral designer. This is awesome. And we really connected in that way right off the bat. And it's a great way for us to kind of have a relationship.
Yeah, because y'all both have that same passion and that same background. And I'm sure y'all bounce ideas off each other all the time. So I want to say hi to Christina, hi to Linda, hi to Deb. If y'all have any questions whatsoever for Terri, or y'all just want to tell her hi, go ahead and comment here, and I will post the questions here in the middle of the questions I'm asking her. So Terri is a grandmother of 8. She's got 3 sons, and she mentioned her daughter-in-laws. And for those that might not know, she is married to Ted Danson.
Yeah. How about that?
How about that? So, her husband's extremely handsome, and he does look like Ted Danson. So go, Terri. So how excited were you about this big collaboration or opportunity and the fact that you were tapped to be a part of it?
When I first was contacted, I thought, because I'm the oldest in the group, and so for me to have that honor of, at times that age thing gets a little tricky because I'm in my 60s and all the rest of you guys are at least half my age, maybe not Julie, but anyway, it was such an honor to think that I would be included in that group because my passion is what you guys do too, and we all share that. So age really doesn't affect the passion that we all have. We're just at different stages of our life. And so for me to be included, I thought, wow, it's not that I have that much more wisdom because I'm older, because I've only been in business 7 years. Yes. So I'm kind of a newbie, but it was really thrilling to think that I was seen as a person in the industry that could be part of something so big. because let me tell you, this is huge.
Yes, this is huge. And I think you tapping in on the fact of your age, it shows other people that, I think I used this as an example one time. KFC, the founder of KFC was 80 something years old when he started out, and he became a multimillionaire late in his life. And I actually think he started coming up with the recipe in his late 60s. And it wasn't until almost 20 years later that he got big. So age is nothing but a number. If you've got the passion in you, you and anybody else that's out there that thinks that they can't do it because there's what you call the youngins. Terri, I think you've done a lot more well than I have in your video sales and all of that. So it's like, yay, Terri, we all have our own niche, our own followers, and our own strengths. And I think that we can bounce off of that, which is pretty amazing. And the fact that, we're all able to support each other and root each other on. So I was happy to see that you were going to be a part of this, because you're stinking awesome.
Aw, thanks.
Would you say that this is going to be a big game changer in our community and maybe in other, say furniture industries and stuff like that, people that are in other niches?
Right. Here's my opinion on this. I think it's going to be unbelievable, the message that we're going to portray, in that we're all in the same business together, pretty much. But yet we have collaborated and talked about and put our thoughts together on how we can improve our industry with all of us contributing something. Now, in most businesses or industries, there's all this competition. Oh, well, she did it first and I want to do it next and I did it better. Well, look, mine's, what I love about this collaboration is that the five of us have partnered with each other, and there's not been any competition. We're all as a team, and that sounds a little cliche, but when you're in a team, we all contribute something, and we all have different talents, we all have different followings, we all have different abilities that come across. What I think this message is going to send is, look, you can be in the same business and you can rock it with other people. You can do something powerful that will change people's lives, and you can do it as a group. And that's what I love, because, there may have been a time that you and I were considered opposites or competitors or whatever, but the message that we're about to portray in the business is going to rock, especially the wreathing world. But I think it's going to transcend into other, like you said, other businesses that they could collaborate and have some success as a group. There's nothing wrong with that. Why be an island? Why be by yourself?
Yes. It takes a village to do, these kinds of things. And I know you have your own videos. I've got my own. Julie, Nick, and Damon all have their own videos. But we have to work harder because I'm not tapped into your page, and I'm not tapped into Nick's followers or Damon's groups or whatever. So it's like, let's all work smarter and not harder, and all pull each other's pages and followings, and let's just totally rock this and see what it does and just shake the industry. Because there was a time, I think in the past year, maybe, that I've seen a shift in the wreath industry where it's like, we don't need to be arguing. We don't need to be fighting. We all got talents. We're all trying to put food on the table for our kids and grandchildren and be able to retire and leave our jobs. It has gotten silly sometimes in the wreath groups. And I think this is going to show that none of that is necessary. We're all trying to accomplish the same goal, which is, support our families,
And do what we love. And here's what I think is, when you get into all those kind of stuff and, oh, she's my competitor, it's a huge distraction. And for me as a creative, when I've got distractions in my life that are a little bit tormenting me, then it changes my creativity ability. I feel like it stifles my ability to really create what God's put in me. And so if I've got that distraction of oh, she said that about me and she didn't want to share my video, or she's copying what I did, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. It takes you away from what God really intended you to do and to be. So that's what I'm excited about is we are, when you said, is it going to change the industry? You betcha. It's going to change it big time. People are starting to see now just the excitement that we have working together as a team. And I can't wait to just sit back and watch the fireworks. It's going to be amazing.
Yes, I've been so excited, and I've said this is probably why I've been sending myself to the hospital, because I just let it out. And once I can let it out, I'm like, woosah, everything's good. So I'm reading some comments, and there's people that don't know what we're talking about. Like,
okay.
Where have y'all been on my page or not on Terry's page? But the reason I have Terri here is because, in case you haven't heard, and this is your first time or you've been under a rock the past week, me and Terri have collaborated with 3 other top wreath designers that you might know and love, or maybe have never heard of before, and this is the first time you're hearing about them. But Julie Siomako of Southern Charm Wreaths, Nick Creticos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and Damon Oates of Deco Exchange. And you might have seen Nick on Home Talk. He's one of my fellow expert DIY, collaborators or friends on Home Talk. So Nick exploded off of Home Talk. Like literally exploded.
He's so adorable. Oh my gosh, he's
so cute. Wait till y'all see his headshot. I'm like, Nick, your headshot says it all, because we're always seeing you with the hat. I don't think I've ever seen his eyebrows, and just his smile is like, yay, I'm cute, I'm handsome, I'm adorable. I just love his profile pic. But those are the total of the other 3 collaborators that we're working on in this project, and each of us are doing something different. So the original idea was, hey, everybody just kind of come up with something and we all do a tutorial for it. But then it went beyond that, and it kind of turned into, let's all create something that can be part of different parts of the home, from the entrance to the front door to, you know, a mantle or a tablescape. Julie's working, she did the centerpiece that you see in the back. And then we have the wreath, and I think that was it, right? Is that the 5 that I said? The front door, the outside entrance,
interface, mantle, and tree.
And the tree. Oh, and the tree. Julie did the tree. So that way, you know, when y'all get the bundle, y'all will have 5 different things that y'all can do and learn, and not all like 5 wreaths. So let me see if anybody has any questions here. If not, I'll go on to the next one. Jennifer, let's see. I'll answer that later. Okay, everybody says, very well said. From Myra, she said, distractions keep you from enjoying your craft. Yes, it does. When you spend too much on distractions or drama and stuff, guess what? You're losing time and focus on, you know, what's positive and not all that other stuff. Right. Let's see. How did you come up with your design? Was it one particular piece in general, and then you just kind of totally worked around the whole thing, or did you just go with the color scheme and that was that?
Well, first of all, I saw your mantle. So I had that advanced picture that you sent. Mm-hmm. And so I saw the color scape that you used and the elements that you pulled together. And so when I went to shop for my elements, I wanted to sort of coordinate with what you already had as far as the color scheme. And so I went to At Home, and I wanted to find all my elements in the same place, so that if somebody, once they see the video, they want to purchase the same things, then they'll be able to go one place. So everything pretty much in that design is going to be able to purchase from At Home. And I found the Santa first. The Santa was my focal point. And once I found him, he went in my buggy, and then I just started going up and down the aisles looking for things that would really coordinate. I was looking for different height of items, sparkle, things that would really tie in with that snowy sort of muted browns and tans and that theme. But your mantle was my first inspiration. So it gave me a path, a recipe. So when I went to the store, I kind of knew what to look for.
And I think that us sticking to the same color scheme, it kind of, you know, it might start a trend to where people might go directly away from the traditional colors and go with the woodsy, classic, glamorous, what's the word? The metallics mixed in with the creams and all of that. And who knows, we might be seeing a lot of naturals that have all the colors, you know, from Julie's tree, or, you know, vice versa, Nick's wreath and your centerpiece and all of that. So I think when you've got a top 5 people in online, you know, that have big followings, sometimes it shifts what's trending, you know.
Yes.
So go ahead.
I think too that, you know, they could actually take, let's say that a person that buys the video series are really more traditional Christmas and they like the reds and the greens. You could totally take everything that we did, change the color scheme of it, and it still works. So you could get a Santa that has red, or Santa that, you know, has the teal or whatever, and go with that theme. The elements are the same, the colors can change. So that path.
And I tell the people that are in my wreath club or that are watching me is, don't stay stuck on what I'm showing you exactly, but take away from the techniques that we're all teaching you and apply it to your decor or your client's decor. So that is the takeaway from getting the bundle. So you're going to get the 5 of us showing you how to do all those things. And people are asking, when is the reveal? When is the reveal? It's going to go live on Thursday. So right now it's the pre-launch, it's the build up, it's the interview time, it's the, you know, suspense, keeping you in suspense. But the website will go live on Thursday, and we can't wait for all of y'all to join the website, and hopefully y'all won't crash it, right?
What's going to happen on Thursday?
And we're going to be all panicking. So I have a few more questions for you, Terri. What's your favorite part of what you do in your business?
I definitely love the creating. I hate shipping, although I do love selling. So that's kind of an oxymoron. My website's very busy. We ship just about every day, but pack and tape hates me. I pretty much hate it too, in boxes. But my favorite part is what I did last night, which is I went live and I had a couple of elements that I pulled together. And when I can stand back after I've finished something and feel like I've pretty much accomplished what was in my head. That creative side of me has to come out some way. And when it doesn't, it makes me just miserable. So for me to sit and have to do paperwork or things that I don't consider are creative, that's a struggle for me. What my favorite part is just being able to create. And that's where my joy comes from. It's soothing. It helps relax me, keeps my blood pressure down, which I need it to do. And that's my favorite. And I love being in business for myself, where I have my own schedule and I can interact with people. That I love people, and I do enjoy that side of it. So I just have to say, like, the creative side is my favorite. The other part, not so much. But I think that's true for all creatives.
Nobody likes doing all that junk. That's why we hire virtual assistants.
Yeah.
Because we don't like to do none of that. You know, I can have orders in line waiting to be done, and I'll be like, but I want to make something else. I don't want to do my orders, because that still kind of locks me in to being controlled by an order that I have to finish. And I still got to, you know, get something in there that is not necessarily, you know, for sale for somebody, but it's letting me have that avenue to create something.
Because you're in a box. I mean, when I'm in a box, I don't cope well. I've got to be able to be out of the box, thinking about something different. I have literally dreamed things, a design, and I will either have to get up and make it or sketch it on a piece of paper, so that when I get up in the morning, that's the first thing I do. And I may have a stack of paperwork that has to be done or orders to get out, but dadgummit, I'm going to make that whatever it was.
You have to, because you got to get it out, and you have to make it come to life, or else.
You have to see it. Yeah.
Jennifer Allwood always says all the time, she has a notebook next to her bed, and sometimes she gets up, like you said, in the wee hours of the morning, and she'll be there writing her ideas down, or she has to get up and do it. So I don't have that problem. When I'm knocked out, I am knocked out. So I probably lose a lot of ideas because I don't get up. But Kathy says she's excited, and oh, look, we all love a good Clara, don't we? Clara says, hello, And Cindy says that she loves what I saw her. Oh, was it Cindy or Sherry said that she loved the wreath that you did last night? I'm gonna have to go check it out. Okay, so who is your favorite influencer or inspiration? Not necessarily in our industry, but if it is somebody in our industry, definitely give them props. But sometimes we have other people other than just our circle.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of cheat and not say it's a person. I'm going to say it is Dallas Market Center. And when you get to go, you're going to understand, because it's a huge collaboration of different ideas. Now, I do have people that I look up to as far as just people, but for me in my business, when I go to Dallas Market, there are hundreds of designers that have put their efforts into the displays. So when I go, I may not even buy anything, but I'm taking in all of the staging and the color schemes and the way that things are put together. And also have a notebook, so I'm writing down ideas. And I may take something that somebody else has done. Like one designer had put literally chairs in a tree. I mean, they were full on dining room chairs in a tree. And while I never did that, I thought, wow, that was pretty amazing that you could think outside of an ornament and put something else totally off the wall into your design. So I would have to say my biggest inspiration is Dallas Market, when I'm able to go and all in one place under one roof, be able to see hundreds and hundreds of ideas and inspirations and trends and things that will inspire me to do my job a little bit better. So,
and I've seen when you've posted those pictures and other people have posted, I'm like, wow, I think I saw, it might have been Julie's or yours. I don't know where I saw it, but it was this colorful, I can't even remember what it was. If it was a colorful wreath, maybe a colorful, I don't know. It just totally slipped my tongue. But when I saw it, I was like, that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How they put their displays. And I follow other people like on Instagram that they're big time, like they're big time in their own world, and they don't even do Facebook Live. And their talent is out of this world. And the only thing they're missing is Facebook Live, but they're there on Instagram. They're not tapped into that part of social media. And I can just imagine, if they were on Facebook Live, where they would be. They would probably be our friends. But I mean, there was just one that just had an open house, and he's a guy. And I'm just so impressed with his work. But I love that you brought up the Dallas Market, because you do see a lot of that inspiration, and you're just like a sponge, taking in all those ideas, taking pictures if they let us, and incorporating that. Like the Halloween arch we did, it was inspired by Miss Casey's off of Instagram, the color scheme and the chains and all of that. So we all take away from other people that we see, and we're inspired, and we might apply it to an arch, a tree, a centerpiece, or all kinds of stuff. So Dallas Market, I'm glad you brought that up, because that was a very good point there. So Terri, you do videos. You're blessed because your son, he's
awesome.
He's your videographer, so all your videos look super awesome, and your videos sell fast.
They do.
You mentioned sells fast. It's almost like Terri touches it and it turns to gold, and everybody has to have it. So what would you say is your hottest seller to date?
Well, by far it was the Terri bow door hanger, and of course I have a bow. It's named after me. I created a bow a couple of years ago. It may even be going on 3 years ago, with Pro Bow the Hand, and Regina Sellers, who created Pro Bow the Hand, named the bow after me. So I thought it was a little cheesy at first. I went, that's kind of weird. I mean, why would people want to make a Terri bow? But it's kind of gotten a life of its own, a little personality of its own. Yes. And so I created this way to use a Terri bow on a door hanger. and taught in the video how to construct it and put it together with the Terri bow. And it transcends over all different holidays, Christmas, you can use it for birthdays, whatever you want to use it for. So that one's been my hottest seller. I have a new one on a snowman. It's 3 different snowmen. And I think the timing of when I released it was kind of back when school started. I was giving everybody a little advance notice on, Christmas. But that's a real popular one. I'm about to go up on the price on that one. So,
you know what that means? You better run.
You better get it now because it's right now it's $10 off, and so it's a fun way to create a snowman. And if you go and look at the pictures, they're so fun. And 3 different sizes. You get all of those in one video, and there's a separate video on how to make the snowman hat. So go get that one before I up the price, because you know who doesn't love $10 off? I do.
Right? We all love $10 off. That's enough for a Happy Meal for me.
Yeah.
Especially with 4 kids. So Roseanne says it's a beautiful bow, Terri. And I have to say that I haven't, Terri, you're gonna have to teach me. I've confessed to Terri, I'm a lazy bow maker. And I'm a lazy bow maker, and if it, but Terri says she's got the bow down in like a minute flat because she's been doing it for years. So Terri, I'm gonna challenge you to teach me the bow when we go to Dallas Market, and we will go live because I need to step up my bow game. But I've been a lazy bow maker, and I kind of like my stinky bows, and they work. And I almost sold out of my open house with my stinky bows.
That's fine. The thing that I love about the Pro Bow, though, for me, besides the Terri bow being sort of a phenomenon, but when you're, say, for instance, doing open house or decorating a home, and you've got to have 8 bows for the staircase or something, just as an example, they all are consistently the same size. And that's where you can step it up on a bow maker, is that because I can tie a bow by hand with my eyes closed. But
and I take pictures of it too.
Yeah, she saw me tying a bow by hand. But with the Pro Bow, you can absolutely get a product that's consistent. So if you're having to do few bows for a wedding or something like that, and that's what I like about it, it's consistently going to give you the same outcome.
And you can make beautiful bows from, I think she has a small one where you could do bows for like a little girl's hair. All the way to a huge bow topper to a bow for a new car. So y'all need to check out Terri's Facebook, because she's got, like I said, she's got her own Terri bow, hashtag Terri bow. And then let me see if we have any more questions, and then I'll get to the last question here. It says, I have 11 kids to shop for Christmas. One day I'll be able to afford myself a Pro Bow. Roseanne, put that on your vision board.
Yes.
Write the Pro Bow to hand on a chalkboard somewhere in your house, because when you write it down, you make it happen, right? Yeah,
but the thing is, if you've got 11 kids and they all give you $3 or chip in $3, you got a Pro Bow.
Yes.
$3.
Or buy them one less Happy Meal and get you a Pro Bow. So Terri, where do you see yourself a year from now?
Where I see myself a year from now, we are shifting our business right now as we speak. And I do a big Christmas show every year, and it's a huge project. It's about 4 days at a market, and I have a 10 by 40 booth. So it's lots of product that gets moved in, and my website is very demanding. What I'm shifting to is more of my digital products, where I'm doing my videos. This past year was my first year to launch any instructional videos. And I didn't know how it was going to work, honestly. I didn't know if people would really want to buy a video from me. You know what I mean? So what I see happening is less inventory on my website and more digital instruction. I may open a coaching group. I don't know. I really don't want to do that until I have the time to devote to it. I don't have the time right now. And I'm 63. Yeah, I'm 63. And, I see myself kind of cutting back on the physical side of my business and getting more into things that are easier. Like you said earlier, work less and not necessarily harder, but still have a good business. And that's where I want to be. Is I want to spend, if I want to babysit a grandchild for 2 days and let their parents go to a getaway, a mommy daddy getaway, and I won't feel guilty about being in the shop, not creating something that, I've got 10 custom orders to do. And because life is not just about your business, it's more. And especially at my age, I want to be able to enjoy things around me, or travel, or maybe even start doing a circuit of going and doing guest appearances, doing speaking tours or demonstrations around. That's where I would like to shift my business model. And I think the plan is already in place where we're going to start seeing that happen. So I'm excited.
Well, Terri, I think you just shocked all of Facebook because they had no idea you were 63. Well, I will say that Terri used to be an aerobics or what were?
Yeah, I was an aerobics instructor for about 15 years and an aerobics director, fitness director. And so I was a beast. I mean, I could teach 3 and 4 classes a day and not even blink, and was very, very fit. And of course, they paid me to do it then. So now that I'm not getting paid to do that, it's harder for me to get in the gym. But yeah, that was a fun part of my life. But I look back, and every job that I've ever had, every career I've ever been in, every situation through work or anything that I've done has prepared me for where I am right now. I've had a background in office management, in marketing, in sales, in public speaking, in so many different realms of life, and every single one, it was part of God's plan that I learned those things the hard way by doing them. And so it prepared me to be a business owner now. And so I look back and I go, gosh, I wish I had done this when I was 30. I look at you, Claire, you're 37, something like that. And
I'm celebrating what anniversary is it? 28th anniversary of my 21st birthday. I don't know. I'm not good with math right now, but I'm in my 20s.
But I think, if I had if I was your age and had the momentum of my business now, but the timing wasn't right. The timing for me is now. And I'm going to spend, I had a stroke June 1st of this year, and that changes you. I mean, when you have a catastrophic health event, it changes your perspective on how you look at things and how you plan things. And I'm happy where I am today at the age that I am. And I wouldn't take anything for how it all came to be. It's part of God's story about my life and my legacy. And for me to be a part of this new adventure, it's like I'm 12 again, because it really just sparks you. It makes you, it puts something within you that just, like you said earlier, you just want to bubble it out. And I can't wait to see.
Else, but, you're being more PG. Like, it's, you gotta let it out, and the fact that I'm 37 years old and I work as hard as I do, we're all at different parts and different stages in our own journey and our own path. And we're all trying to get to the same thing, which I think eventually is going to be online and digital and all of that, because at one point, Terri, I'm going to be your age and I'm not going to be able to get up off the ground and climb arches and things like that. Look, I've been in the hospital twice in the past 3 weeks already. So and a lot of that is because I'm such a hard worker. I don't know when to stop and rest. And sometimes, God has to stop us. And I know when you had your stroke, you were go, 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 go. And you were at a big event as well when that happened. So you weren't even in the company of family and people that, I guess that you would feel safe with, and I know you were with people that but still it's different when you're not with family and you're far away from home and to have that experience. And I'm so glad you're here because look where we're all at now. At one point, me and Terri, we weren't communicating for a while. And sometimes bad things have to happen to bring people back together. And, when me and Terri started talking again, it was like, old friends like that hadn't seen each other, talked to each other in a while. But look where we are at now. I couldn't have dreamt of this, sharing a hotel room with Terri and going to Creek Lane and now doing this. And then, we're going to share a room again in January. So it's like, it all goes back to the shift that has happened in our community where there's no need for any of this, like, because we're all trying to do the same thing. We are all, God's babies, and he loves us all the same. And he ain't going to do more for Terri than he's going to do for me, and vice versa. And I've said this so many times, people that, are constantly on your tail trying to do what you're doing, or they're constantly looking at you all the time, they miss their own boat. They miss their own destiny that God has for them. And that's a shame on their part, because while we're like this, focused on our own, and we're pulling each other and helping each other too, we're rewarded because of that. Because there's no what's the word? Community over competition gets you a lot further than constantly striving to be in somebody else's lane. So,
like I said earlier, it's a huge distraction.
It is.
The message that I want to send, and I know all of the other 4 people that are in our collaboration, we want to send the same message, is that we're better together. We're better together than we are apart. We can be a positive influence on the people that are, we're a little dot of influence. Each of us have a dot of influence, and together we have a sphere of influence. My following is way less than Julie's, and there may be people that come to me because they heard about me from Julie. There may be people that come from me that now hear about Clara, but who cares? We're all in this together, and we're offering something different. And the message is, let's pull the walls down. Let's be, there's not much time left in this world that we all have to contribute something positive. Make sure you're going to end your day and put your head on your pillow and say, today was a good day. I was able to encourage a person, or I was able to talk to Clara and she gave me this little idea, or, because we're on any given day, I may be up tomorrow and you may be down tomorrow. I mean, who knows? Because we have different things that come at us in our worlds. But that's the most exciting thing, is this collaboration is going to shake it up. I cannot wait to see the other side of it.
This is me. Like, what is it going to do? I want to see other people that, might come together later, or be like, what, this is going to stir something in them, not necessarily in our own industry, but in other industries that follow us, or that maybe might be in the same coaching groups that we're all in, because we all have coaches. We haven't got to this point on our own. First of all, Terri, you mentioned God. I mentioned God. I share my story a lot. I got a big mouth on what has gone on in my life and what God has done for me as well. But we all have physical, earthly coaches as well that have all gotten us here. And Julie's actually one of my coaches too, that, I'm honored to learn from her as well. So Francis is saying, I missed the beginning. What is the team announcement? Well, the team announcement is Terri and I are part of a big collaboration with 3 other designers in the wreath world that you might follow on Facebook. Let me go ahead and give you their names. Nick Creticos of Nick's Seasonal Decor. How old is Nick, Terri?
I think he just turned 19 or 20.
19 years old, but he's going to school for floral design, right? Where he's at
floral business design.
Floral business. And then he's got a ranch. He's got all his animals. Like, he's a hard worker. Then we got Damon Oates, who's in the oil industry that works full time, of Deco Exchange. And y'all might see him working on a wreath with no shoes on and a dog shirt. And he supports the rescue community a lot. And if y'all watch him often, he's always messing with me about Luna, but we just fed Luna a nice hearty meal, so I do kind of love her. And then we have Julie Siomako of Southern Charm Wreaths, who really, that's who I found on YouTube when I got my start, was following her, and Regina.
Yeah.
Regina with her bow videos and stuff. So I want to thank you, Terri, for joining me on my page.
So fun.
It is fun, and I'm so glad your internet worked. I was like, please,
I know.
because you have problems with your internet.
I've been having problems for a month, and I think we're finally, I don't even want to say it out loud because we've got
don't say it, because we got tons of interviews ahead of us. So again, guys, we're in pre-launch right now. You are going to get so sick of seeing it for 3 days because you're just going to want to just hurry up and buy it. But on Thursday is when we're going to release the website. We're going to release the button to be able to purchase the whole bundle and get all these amazing designs from all of us. So I make sure you head over to Terri's Facebook. And Terri, what is your website?
www.millanddilldesigns.com.
And sign up for her email list so you can get in on those sneak peeks and all those emails that we're going to be releasing as well. So Terri, I will catch you later in Messenger. And thank you for joining, everybody. And y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good to see you.
Okay.